WQIO Mount Vernon. From the Cosby Heating and Cooling Studios, it's Good Times, Great Oldies.
It's a new location, but it's the same great sports talk. Live from Roadhog Willy's in Mount Vernon, it is the Monday Night Sports Talk Show with Tyler Mathias, talking all things winter sports with coaches and players from around the area. The Monday Night Sports Talk Show is brought to you in part by Knox County Veteran Services, Griffin Insurance, Page One Group, Extreme Air Heating and Cooling, and Roadhog Willy's. Lunch and a show. It is the Monday Night Sports Talk Show with Tyler Mathias from Roadhog Willy's.
All right, and we are live from Roadhog Willy's here tonight. The Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show. Tyler Mathias with you, and we've got the owner of Roadhog Willy's, Bill Wheeler, here with us. Thanks for joining us. We always start off the show talking about Roadhog Willy's, the food, and talking about what you guys got going on. So, Bill, thank you so much for joining us here on the program. People are looking at us for the second straight week. We're here at the end of the bar area, which is going to be transformed here in the coming weeks, right? We'll be here for a little bit, but not for long, right, at this part of the restaurant.
Yeah, depending on how long it takes. But
what are we looking at doing? We're going to open up later. I know we've talked about the last couple of weeks, but what's the plan with the renovation type thing of this area?
It's a work in progress. We're waiting on equipment and the plumber and all that stuff, to get it going.
Yeah.
And other things with license and things like that, but not quite sure. We don't have a date yet until all that kind of comes together, but hopefully shortly after the first of the year.
All right, you're located at 504 Harcourt Road, Suite B. So people are coming over here. It's not hard to find. If I can find it, anybody can find it, Bill. So let's talk a little bit about catering. I know you've been doing a lot of this stuff. My family's doing it from Roadhog Willy's here. And what's the situation right now? I mean, we're getting close now. So people might have missed out for right now.
Our cutoff date was this past Saturday to put in orders for the holidays.
Okay.
We're still getting some people calling in here and there, but we've had to cut it off now because we are overbooked, overwhelmed, and it's crazy how many orders we have, which is grateful for it, but we are busy this week.
Sure. Yeah. What are the holiday hours for Roadhog Willy's?
The rest of the week we will be open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 7 as usual, but this Saturday we will be closed. It's for the holiday pickup meals only for those days. So, and then we won't be here the next 2 Mondays.
Yeah, we will not be here either.
Closed Monday for the next 2 Mondays, which is obviously Christmas and New Year's Eve. Mm-hmm. So, and then we're closed again on the 26th, which is Tuesday, the day after Christmas.
All right, then you get back regular hours. What are the kind of regular hours, if we say, here at Roadhog Willy's, if it's not a holiday season? Yeah,
11 to 7 on the other days that
are
actually open.
What's the some of the things you have? You got pulled pork, you got brisket, the mainstays there.
Pork, yep. The big thing is to get down here on our Fridays and Saturdays that we're open. That's when you can have our ribs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I love ribs.
With me being the only one behind the smoker, I've held it to just that. But hopefully when this bar gets open, I get 2 shifts and train some people. We'll get ribs rolling other days.
Oh, man.
That's the goal.
Oh, ribs are so awesome, man. Fall off the bone ribs here. All right, perfect. So, but people can call in, and if they want to come into the restaurant, it's going to be open, as you mentioned, throughout the week and things like that. But people can call in, order their food, and come pick it up too, right?
Call in, online ordering, call in, yes, in local delivery services. You could use also to have it delivered to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the website for people if they want to do online ordering? I know that's real popular now, isn't it?
It's roadhogwilly@live.com is our main email, so just the roadhogwilly@live.com.
All right, and you'll find it and get the information. What's the phone number if people have questions here?
740-326-1408.
All right, 504 Harcourt Road in Mount Vernon, Suite B, Roadhog Willy's. And if you missed out on the catering, that's your own fault. Don't miss out on the next time. But you guys cater throughout the whole year. It's not just like during holiday times or Christmas time or whatever.
Yes.
All right. So you can get your orders. If you missed out now, you can get them later.
Yeah.
All right.
We still have New Year's. We've got some New Year's orders coming.
All right. You got merchandise over here too, don't you?
Merchandise. We sweatshirts, T-shirts, and we sell our bottled sauces too. Our barbecue sauces.
What's your favorite sauce? Yeah.
Over the
man.
years, it's always been the sweet Southern peach.
All right.
Has kind of been my go-to with the pork and the ribs.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So you get your sauces here, too, and everything. Roadhog Willys, thank you so much for having us down here this year for the Monday Night Sports Talk Show presented by Griffin Insurance, and we'll look forward to being down here. We're going to take a couple of weeks off with Christmas and New Year. I don't think you're open. You're not open.
We'll see you next year.
Yeah, we'll see you next year, right?
Yep.
We appreciate Bill for joining us here on the program. We're going to take this break, come back. Utica and Loudonville. We're focusing on basketball here tonight. Girls' side for Loudonville, boys' side for Utica. It's the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show presented by Knox County Veteran Services, Page One Group. Of course, Roadhog Willys, Real Pit Barbecue, and Extreme Air Heating and Cooling. Let's take this break. We'll come back, and more is coming up on the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show.
Extreme Air LLC is your carrier HVAC dealer. With financing available and testimonials on the website, you can see why Extreme Air is exactly that, extreme. Servicing, installing, and repairing all makes and models to give you the heat and cool you deserve. Servicing good old Knox County and surrounding communities. Check them out online at extremeairllc.com. That's the letter X, extremeairllc.com. 740-403-1901, where service is not a business, it's a lifestyle. Everyone loves Roadhog Willys. Where else can you enjoy the finest meats in their own signature line of barbecue sauces? This counter-style restaurant offers dine-in, takeout, and catering options. RoadhogWillysBBQ.com. Smoking the meat to mouth-watering perfection. That's Roadhog Willys in Mount Vernon. 740-326-1408. Good.
Page One Group in beautiful Mount Vernon has your best interest in mind when it comes to you and your printing needs. Whether it's printing, design, laser engraving, or sublimation, there isn't a texture we can't print on. Promotional products are how you keep people coming back. That's where we come in. Your business is our business. Page One Group, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Call 740-397-4240 and visit pageonegroup.net.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Schenk.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
Filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
All right, we're back here at Roadhog Willys. Thanks to the owner, Bill Wheeler, for talking with us here. Do want to thank Griffin Insurance, Knox County Veteran Services, Page One Group, Roadhog Willys, Real Pit Barbecue, Extreme Air Heating and Cooling. Page One Group has the mugs, which are in the back of my car. So you know what? I have those moments. But they're really cool, and I'll get them out before you guys leave if you want one. But no, we appreciate Page One Group and supplying these mugs here. All right, we're talking Utica hoops. And you know what? I remember playing Utica. Well, I didn't play much, but playing Utica in high school, and it was always a battle when we played the Utica Redskins. And you know what? I don't think much has changed. It's always a battle when you play the Utica Redskins, and it's tough to take on the Redskins. And we appreciate Brian Radabaugh joining us here. Roman Gamble to his left, and to Roman's left is Dylan Yates. And we thank them for joining us here today. Well, the Utica Redskins, under Brian Radabaugh, here this year, we're going to be talking about some of the different things with this program. Coach, I want to ask you, first of all, you know, in high school, as we always know, every year can be different. You know, you lose guys to graduation. I think, what was Trenton last year who was playing? He was the MVP of our senior showcase. He graduates, and you almost have to kind of reset and everything. So what's this year's Utica team look like if people come out? What is this team about? You know, sometimes you have to adjust to your personnel as well.
Yeah, I think, first of all, thanks for having us. But, you know, this year's group, we call ourselves Project 99, and we kind of talked about what you just hit on, which every year is different, every group's different, and it's a process with high school kids. And this group, I don't think is a whole lot different than what we have been. They have tremendous heart, tremendous character. They play incredibly hard, and we've got a lot of experience, and that's kind of what we've had over the last few years. And we're happy to be in the similar situation again this year with our group.
All right, with the experience and everything, what were some of the expectations coming in to this year with this Utica Redskins group?
Yeah, I think we just expect to get better every day, and where that ends up taking us will be the right place, as long as we do things the right way and have a great work ethic and stay humble and hungry and true to ourselves. I think with the guys that we have, Roman here to my left and Dylan further down, they bring a lot of experience and a lot of character to our group. They've been a part of some very successful teams the last couple years, and have done a great job of leading our group and putting us in position here down the road to be playing our best basketball in front of us.
All right, well, Utica Redskins, Roman, what year are you in school? Are you a senior this year? This is it for you,
Yep.
Senior year. What were some of the expectations you had for yourself going into this year? Maybe some of the expectations you have as a team, as Coach was mentioning, that experience comes back. What were some of the goals that you had set in front of you this year?
After the last 2 years, we've been pretty successful. And I wanted to come back, even with the loss of a couple of our starting 5 teammates. I still want to come back and try and be as successful as possible and just work hard and give other players the opportunity to step up and be good. And I want to take charge of the team and try and be the best we can.
What do you play basketball and do you play other sports? Is it just basketball? Are you focused on one?
I play baseball, basketball, and golf.
Oh, okay.
Golf just for the first time this year.
Okay.
But baseball my whole life.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's pretty cool. So, when we look at this year's team compared to last year's team, what maybe stands out is some of the things that maybe this year's team does. We're very early in the season. You're still kind of figuring out your group a little bit. But what are some of the things that stand out about this group?
The team chemistry.
Yeah.
We have a lot of seniors. We're all best friends. And in my opinion, out of the 4 years, the team chemistry is the highest this year. I think it's ever been in the 4 years, which helps a lot. It's always fun. We all know each other's next move, and so it makes it a lot easier to play every single game.
Yep. Dylan, I want to ask you a little bit about yourself. What year are you in school?
Senior.
Senior year. So the last chance for you to expectations maybe coming into this year. What did you want to do for yourself? Some of the goals you had, and some of the goals you had for the team.
So I kind of took over another spot. Was the big guy, I guess you could say. Now I'm like up top, helping this guy out.
Yeah.
But basically just get better every single day.
Yeah, and I always enjoyed it when I was playing back in the day, and some of the things we got to do in the off season and things like that. You guys kind of play in the off season. You go to tournaments and stuff like that. What's the off season like for Utica Redskins basketball and you?
So normally I try and put in as much work as I can, but we go to like shootouts in the summertime. Get in the gym as much as we can get.
Yeah. I remember going to Findlay when I was in school, and we lost to Anna 3 times, and then we went home. But, there was the one team that beat us there and things. But as you look at this group, is it the team chemistry there, like Roman talked about, the biggest thing about this group?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's like a brotherhood.
Yeah, all right, I like it. And I know Coach probably likes hearing that too. And just to have that cohesive unit that comes together and plays together, that's so important with any team, but specifically in a basketball team where 5 guys are on the floor and you got to trust each other, right, Brian?
Oh, absolutely. And these guys, they're right. They've got great chemistry. It makes the coach's job and the assistant coach's jobs a lot easier. They don't have to worry about egos or balancing this and that, because the kids can take care of that. But the greatest part about it is it gives you the best opportunity to continue to get better and have success set up for you down the road.
You guys want to get out and run? You want to play in the half court? What's this Utica basketball team want to do, Brian?
Yeah, I'll be honest. We're kind of figuring that out a little bit.
Okay.
We want to be opportunistic and get out and run. I think everybody, 95% of the coaches in America would tell you we're going to get out and play fast and But at the same time, we're just looking at trying to get the best shot we can. And, with this group, our chemistry, and they're really buying into each other defensively, I can kind of see us becoming a really strong defensive team. And if you get stops, then you have a chance to get out and play fast.
You guys like to get out and run?
Yep.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
What's the defensive scheme maybe for you to go? You want to pressure people? You want to sit back and battle people in the half court? You want to trap people? What do you like to do there at Utica?
Yeah, so we don't have a lot of size.
Okay.
And we have experience, but right now the guys off of the bench for us don't have as much experience. So we're trying to break people into new roles at the same time. So we kind of sit in the half court a little bit. We'll scramble the game and pressure you some. We're trying to get better at that, but right now we've just done a good job of keeping ourselves in between the basketball and the rim and playing good team defense.
Yes, we spend a lot of time in I guess you're not in Mount Vernon tomorrow night. You're at Utica, but you're going to be facing the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets. Then you're playing at MVNU this upcoming weekend. So you're going to be really around this area or playing these teams here coming up. We're going to talk some more with the players about this season and about what's coming up ahead as well. We appreciate the Utica Redskins joining us here. Do want to thank Griffin Insurance. The Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show and Roadhog Willys, our host site once again. We'll take this break and come back more here on WMBO.
Time and temperature is brought to you by
the Knox County Veteran Services, located at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon, wants to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Extreme Air LLC is your Carrier HVAC dealer. With financing available and testimonials on the website, you can see why Extreme Air is exactly that, extreme. Servicing, installing, and repairing all makes and models to give you the heat and cool you deserve. Servicing good old Knox County and surrounding communities. Check them out online at extremeairllc.com. That's the letter X, extremeairllc.com. 740-403-1901, where service is not a business, it's a lifestyle.
Page One Group in beautiful Mount Vernon has your best interest in mind when it comes to you and your printing needs. Whether it's printing, design, laser engraving, or sublimation, there isn't a texture we can't print on. Promotional products are how you keep people coming back. That's where we come in. Your business is our business. Page One Group, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Call 740-397-4240 and visit pageonegroup.net.
Everyone loves Road Hog Willys. Where else can you enjoy the finest meats in their own signature line of barbecue sauces? This counter-style restaurant offers dine-in, takeout, and catering options. RoadHogWillysBBQ.com. Smoking the meat to mouth-watering perfection. That's Road Hog Willys in Mount Vernon. 740-326-1408. Good.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
Here's your forecast on 100.9 FM and 93.7 HD2.
This afternoon, you can expect some scattered snow showers totaling less than an inch with a high of 32 and wind gusts as high as 32 miles an hour. There's a chance for more snow early on tonight, but otherwise it'll be cloudy with a low around 23 and more strong winds up to 32 miles an hour. On to tomorrow, it'll be cloudy in the morning before clearing up that afternoon with a high of 31 and a low around 22 for the day. That's your forecast in the heart of Knox County, WMVO.
Well, Gary, that was a tremendous weather. We appreciate that. Gary with 2 R's behind the camera and John with an H behind the camera. These guys, hard working. They worked like 5 days last week. Love these guys. Appreciate their work here. let's talk about the Utica Redskins. So this season so far, I think, you're 0-3 to start the year, but there's a lot of basketball ahead of us. So you took on the Centerburg Trojans, close ball game there. What stood out in that ball game for the Utica Redskins against the Centerburg Trojans, a team in Centerburg's pretty good basketball team? I mean, they seem to always compete. John Marhefka is a tremendous coach and things. So what stood out in that game against the Centerburg Trojans for you, Coach?
I think for us it was just the way we fought. A lot of credit to Centerburg. They did what they needed to do, and they made the plays when they needed to. And we, I don't think we just didn't shoot the ball very good that night. Okay. I think we were 2 of 17 on threes. Yeah. You go back and watch film, I think we had some good looks at it. I think our kids did a lot of really good things. But the biggest thing that stood out for me is, that's when you have a senior group, when you have a group with high expectations, it was nice to see our character show up right away. And the fact that we battled and we got down by a sizable amount there, and then we fought back, cut it to 2. This guy hits a big shot. Yeah. It kind of felt like, okay, here we go. Now we're going to take control. And it didn't happen, but it showed me right away that we still have the same heart and character and fight that we've always had.
Roman, what stood out to you in that Centerburg game? It was a close matchup there against a team that's, as we've talked about before, not too far away. What stood out for you in that matchup with the Trojans? Was that your first game of the year, too?
Yep, that was our first game of the year.
What stood out in that one for you?
Like what Coach said, the character and never giving up.
Yeah.
We definitely could have, after we came out in the half pretty rough, turned the ball over a few times, got ourselves in a pretty maybe 10, 12-point deficit, but we never gave up, and we kept attacking and getting stops when we needed to. And our shots just weren't falling. We had a lot of good looks, but they just weren't falling. I think first game jitters, first game under our belt, and as long as we just didn't give up, I think it's a very solid first game.
Yeah, you know what? And those kind of nights happen where they just doesn't fall. The shots don't fall. Dylan, what stood out to you in that game against Centerburg?
Kind of made me realize that we're not going to back down.
Yeah.
We're going to keep fighting.
Sure.
Like Roman said, we couldn't really make a shot, but, it's starting to turn around now. So
there you go. Coach, took on a good Zanesville team, a good Heath team, and so things you want to improve upon here. We're only 3 games in. We got a lot. How do you manage this time of the year? It's weird because, you have your games, obviously. You're going to be playing in that tournament, and you're going to be playing tomorrow night against Mount Vernon. But how do you manage this time during the holiday season, the Christmas season, and how you practice and how you have games? What's kind of the mindset of a coach?
Yeah, you're nervous. I'll tell you that. We talked to the guys today about trying to do the teams that do the best job of keeping themselves in a routine are going to play the best over breaks. And so, get out of bed 8 or 9 o'clock and find a way to get some fruits and vegetables and some good protein in you, and cancel out all that sugar that you're eating around the holidays. But it's just try to stay in routine. It's just going to give you the best opportunity to have the energy and to play and not be sluggish in the games.
Yeah. Roman, are you telling Coach you're going to sleep in, though? You got to sleep in during the break, right? How do you keep in maybe that mindset, even when you're not in school and you're still playing basketball games, you're still practicing? How do you kind of keep that mindset of maybe a constant schedule and staying on schedule with what you're doing with basketball?
Yeah, it is hard, especially on just practice days.
Yeah.
To be able to wake up. But on game days, like I was telling him before this, I wanted to get a shoot around 11 o'clock. And invite everybody can come. Just give somebody a reason to get up. Because if you don't have a reason, even if Coach says it, he's not waking you up at your house. So if we have a shoot around and they come, I think it's a great start to our day. And you just got to, especially being 0-3, just keep trying to get better and better and better. And that means waking up early and getting your day started and having energy, especially tomorrow.
Dylan, is it hard to stay on schedule this time of the year? Is it difficult, or you have kind of a routine in place?
Sometimes. Sometimes you just got to know you have a game or know you have practice, so you got to set yourself like a goal and be like, I got to get up this time, got to get moving, got to get going for practice or my game.
Coach, you're going to be playing Mount Vernon tomorrow night. I'm going to talk to you about that, but I want to ask you a little bit about playing at MVNU. That's kind of a neat thing. You get to play at this classic and talk with Paul McNeil. Sometimes we go over to that, and sometimes it just really depends on everything. How early in advance do you schedule that? Because you only can get a certain amount of games per season, and it's got to be kind of a difficult thing to say, okay, this is the tournament we're going to. We're going to go to this tournament and things like that, and you balance your games. What made you want to participate in this tournament, the Holiday Hoopla tournament this upcoming weekend?
It's a good opportunity for us to generally play against somebody that we don't otherwise play. Last year we got matched with Worthington Christian, which was a great opportunity for us. This year it's a Berkshire team that most of our kids probably never even heard of, just like their kids haven't heard of us. So it's kind of a cool opportunity. And then MVNU treats you really good. Their facilities are second to none, so it's a good opportunity to do something fun and get the kids on a college campus. And for us, luckily it's close to home, but it kind of works out.
You guys excited? You excited there, Roman, to get on the college campus?
Yeah.
Right. Very cool.
Big, nice gym.
To be able to do something like that and to participate and just to play, as Coach was just mentioning, maybe a school you've never – I'm going to be honest with you, I've never heard of Berkshire before. When I saw it on the email that Paul McNeil sent me, Paul's a great guy, gets it all set up. I have no idea where Berkshire is. Is it interesting to play other teams where it's like, okay, we play these other teams a lot, but to get a face-off with a different team that you maybe never even heard of?
Yeah. I mean, Worthington Christian last year, we've heard of them. We never played them. We would have got a chance at playing them.
Yeah.
But Berkshire is just like, never heard of it. Mm-hmm. No clue where it's at even now. And I just think I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
You don't know any of their kids.
Yeah.
How they play their past years is just each team has a fresh slate, and I think it'll be fun, especially on that court.
Dylan, this is an opportunity here to face, like we mentioned, a team that you maybe never even heard of. I don't know. Maybe you've heard of them. He has not heard of them.
Nope.
What's it like to be able to play at a college campus in that environment? It's going to be a neat thing for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be really cool. Last year we went over there and played Worthington Christian. I mean, it was crazy, honestly. It was just different.
Yeah.
Compared to your normal high school gym. It's big. But playing a team like Berkshire, you just don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Like you said, never heard of them before.
Yeah.
So.
Coach has done a lot of prep for it, right? You know who Berkshire is.
I do know who Berkshire is. We've done a little bit of digging on YouTube.
We just YouTube. There we go.
Run some
I like
2-3 zone and things like that.
Yeah.
But we've been pretty focused on the Yellow Jackets.
All right, the Yellow Jackets tomorrow night. That's a cool matchup. I was talking with Nick before, and it's really cool when you got Utica just heading down 13 to head over to Mount Vernon. These kind of matchups, these are awesome for the county. For just you guys are Licking County, but you're on the border of Knox County too. They're really cool things. And is it something that you want to keep going, especially with them entering the Licking County League? You're going to be playing them anyway, but to have this opportunity here this year in non-conference action.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it, as I'm sure they are. It is kind of a cool segue for us since they're joining our league next year. A lot of our kids know each other and have played, whether baseball or basketball with each other in the past on summer teams. So it'll be fun. They travel well. It'll be a great atmosphere. That'll be the best thing about it, and we look forward to showing up and hopefully playing well.
All right, guys, we're going to have you one more question here. And what's it like to play the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets? What do you see with this Yellow Jacket team? Excited to match up with Mount Vernon tomorrow night?
Yeah, with this being both our senior years, it's weird that you never play them with only being like 15 minutes apart. So I think it is fun to be able to play them and for them to kind of get in the LCL, play some LCL teams before joining next year. And it's kind of like a Worthington Christian, you know of them, but you've never played them.
Yeah.
And so I think it'll be a good experience and fun tomorrow, and hopefully we can come out with the win.
All right. And Dylan, playing the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, pretty neat experience. What are you looking forward to with that game?
Just the atmosphere. I think it'll be crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
All right. Well, it's going to be a fun time, and you guys get in there and Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, Utica Redskins. I know during the holiday break, sometimes you try to start a little earlier, start at 7:30 tomorrow night. Is that?
Yep. Okay. Played 3 games, freshman at 4:45.
All right. Just want to make sure I wasn't going to mess something up there. And we're looking forward to finding out how that game plays out. We appreciate the Utica Redskins once again for joining us and their fans for coming out here to Roadhog Willys as well. We appreciate you guys spending some time with us. And don't be a stranger. We'll get you guys back out here, okay? We'll have some fun. We appreciate the Utica Redskins for joining us here tonight. We're going to take this break. We'll come back and more. The Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show from Roadhog Willys with the Loudonville girls basketball team coming up next.
Time and Temperature is brought to you by Knox County Veteran Services, located at 105 East Chestnut Street, Mount Vernon. Stop in and see us today.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, We're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Schenk.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
Filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Page One Group in beautiful Mount Vernon has your best interest in mind when it comes to you and your printing needs. Whether it's printing, design, laser engraving, or sublimation, there isn't a texture we can't print on. Promotional products are how you keep people coming back. That's where we come in. Your business is our business. Page One Group, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Call 740-397-4240 and visit pageonegroup.net.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
Everyone loves Road Hog Willys. Where else can you enjoy the finest meats in their own signature line of barbecue sauces? This counter-style restaurant offers dine-in, takeout, and catering options. RoadHogWillysBBQ.com. Smoking the meat to mouth-watering perfection. That's Road Hog Willys in Mount Vernon. 740-326-1408. Good. Here's your forecast on 100.9 FM and 93.7 HD2.
This afternoon, you can expect some scattered snow showers totaling less than an inch with a high of 32 and wind gusts as high as 32 miles an hour. There's a chance for more snow early on tonight, but otherwise it'll be cloudy with a low around 23 and more strong winds up to 32 miles an hour. On to tomorrow, it'll be cloudy in the morning before clearing up that afternoon with a high of 31 and a low around 22 for the day. That's your forecast from the heart of Knox County, WMVO.
All right, we are back here. We want to thank the Utica Redskins for joining us. Brian Radaball, Roman Gamble, and Dylan Yates. This is a great group of guys. We appreciate them joining us here. We're at Road Hog Willys, Harcourt Road, Mount Vernon. Now, I've gotten the box scores from the Loudonville girls basketball team this year. And I wasn't really sure if they were, like, real, if you guys were, like, joking around or if it was the real deal. And they were real. But you guys are 6-0, right? To start the year, and you got a kind of a tough matchup there. 6-1 South Central tomorrow night. Yeah, get a good ball game in there. We appreciate Tyler Bates joining us. I didn't want to get that messed up because we had Yates and then we had Bates, and oh my gosh, that would have been a mess.
Whatever you want.
All right, well, and I met Tyler on Twitter. You know, I started seeing all this stuff about Loudonville. I was like, you know what, this is pretty cool. He came out to the senior showcase and things. I know a couple of years ago. You know, we had a young lady that couldn't miss a shot, and, you know, it was great. It was a lot of fun. But today we've got Corey Vermilia to your left, Jenna Williams, right, to the left there, and then Sophie Spengler to the left there. And if I recall, I think two of them were on with us last year, right?
Yeah.
The one on the end and Corey, right?
Corey and
then
Sophie,
you're new. You're new to this.
And then Jenna's sister, Sharon, was the one at the senior showcase not missing a shot.
Oh, she was great.
Yeah.
She was great. That was fun. Loudonville Redbirds, you guys have had a dominant beginning of the season. It's been a lot of fun. I want to ask you about expectations coming into the year, Tyler, because when I look at this team, you have to have some, like, crazy expectations with this group, right? I mean, this is a very good basketball team.
Yeah, it's a good team, hard-working group of girls. They love to show up and work hard, so we definitely want to reach our potential this year. We don't know what that is, but we expect to win some games this year, and we hope that by the end of the year we're playing our best ball.
How long you been around Loudonville, my friend?
This is my 11th year as the head coach at Loudonville.
Yeah. All right, so you came in 2013?
Yep.
Should I ask you about that red suit thing?
Oh,
I did some digging today. I was off today, so I thought I'd do some research, my friend. I was prepping today while I was at home.
Yeah, I haven't busted out the red suit in a little while. I don't know if it still fits me. It's in the new house. It's in the new house somewhere, but 50 or 60 pounds later, I don't know if I can squeeze.
You guys want him to try it or something? I mean, or you get it tailored or something, right? Get it fixed up for you, man.
I don't know. What's
the story behind this thing? Just before we get to rolling with some other stuff.
When I first got the job at Loudonville in 2013, we really didn't have a ton of excitement around the girls basketball program.
Yeah.
So I would just wear a red suit to try to get some people to come to the games and get the girls excited, and did that for a while there. We got to play in some cool holiday events and things like that, and we would wear the red suit to those, and just kind of became a fun thing for people in Ohio. They would associate Loudonville girls basketball with the red suit guys. So at least people were talking about our team a little bit.
Yeah, I like hearing that. So with this group, though, you have to have some really big expectations. Let's not bullcrap ourselves here. Corey's one of the best players in the state of Ohio, easily. And she's got a really good supporting cast, too. So this is a very good basketball team. What are your expectations? What were they coming into the year, and where you are right now, Coach?
Well, I want us to play really hard on defense because we're going to go on the road at some point this year, and we're not going to make shots, and it's going to be an ugly game. And if we play defense, we'll still have a chance to win that game, and that's what we want, especially is to be able to win when we're not playing our best.
Yeah.
Offensively, we really wanted to play a little bit faster this year. We're a little bit of a smaller team, more guards on the floor, more athletic than we have been the past few years. So we want to play fast and share the ball.
All right.
And the girls put in a lot of time, so that kind of fits their personalities and their skill sets as well by getting out and going, because the girls have worked hard.
Corey, what year? You're a senior, right?
Yeah.
All right. So obviously you had a really good year last year. I've seen the numbers this year. So, I mean, you almost had more steals than the other team had points in the last ball game. So you obviously have been playing really good basketball. You set some records already this year. What are some of the expectations you had for yourself? It's got to be hard to match what you did last year, but what are some of the expectations you have for yourself and for this team going into this year?
Well, this sounds kind of funny when I tell people, but I really don't put expectations on myself individually. I never have. I think that kind of gets in the way of what the main point of playing the sport is and playing with your team, which is the team expectations. So to speak on that, I mean, we want to make a really long tournament run and have a really good run, because that's the only thing that us three here and everyone else on the team hasn't really had, making it far in the tournament, winning a lot of games. I mean, we won the district our freshman year, but we want to go even further than that. So that's definitely the biggest expectation we have.
All right. Well, we appreciate you joining us here. Jenik Williams, I appreciate you joining us as well. What are the expectations maybe for this team going into this year? What were some of the things that you wanted to improve on individually and some of the things you wanted to see with this group?
Yeah, so as a team, I think a lot of us, we wanted to work hard in the off season and, like Corey said, make it further in the tournament, win a lot of games. Yeah.
And you guys have started off hot here at 6-0. Sophia Spengler on the end there. What were some of the things you want to do this year? You're allowed to grab the mic off of there, too, if you want to. But what were some of the expectations and maybe some of the things that the coach mentioned about going into this year that you guys wanted to accomplish?
Well, we really just kind of want to tackle each game as if it's going to be our last, playing as hard as we possibly can. We really put in a lot of work this off season, really been trying to pick up the pace both offensively and defensively. And yeah, our biggest goal, like everyone else said, was get really far in a tournament, make it a Dayton if we can, and just play as hard as we can.
All right. Now, Coach, I look at the numbers and I see these numbers and I see these steal numbers and things. You gotta get out and pressure people. Is that what you're trying? Is that what your defense does?
Yeah, we've tried to turn up the heat a little bit and make it a full court game for 4 quarters. We think that that's kind of playing to our strengths a little bit with our athleticism and length and depth. We've had some good minutes from the bench girls, so we've been able to extend our pressure a little bit so far to start the year. And I know a lot of the time in high school basketball, whether it's boys or girls, it's whoever can handle pressure and pressure the other team that wins a lot of games.
Yeah.
You still have to rebound, make shots, do those things, but we'll ride this pressure as long as we can here, and hopefully we're a good enough half-court defensive team that if there's a team that we can't press, because we know it's coming, there will be teams that handle our pressure, we can run back and play good, solid half-court defense and rebound the basketball.
Coach, I was reading something earlier today, a little bit about the Northwest area. Are you guys in that area for tournament play, or is that not your area?
No, we're not in the Northwest, so we're in the Northeast. We're the southern, westernmost Northeast team in the Northeast District. So
I have no idea what you just said.
We could go. We could go next door to us to the east is West Holmes. They're in the Eastern District.
Okay.
South of us is Danville. They're in the Central District. West of us is Lucas and Clear Fork. They're in the Northwest District. So we could be in any district, but we're in the Northeast District.
Okay. Thank you for explaining that,
Yeah,
although
you're
I'm still
welcome.
confused.
Yep.
We appreciate you joining. So when you're putting together this schedule, I'm going to be honest with you. I was talking to some people the other day. I was out and about. I was talking to some people the other day, and they flat out told me that you tried to schedule with them, and they knew how good you guys were going to be, and they said they didn't want to play you. I'm just going to be honest with you. So how hard is it to schedule when teams know that you're going to be as good as you guys are? You're a really, really good basketball team. And how hard is it to schedule and to get that competition to make sure you're prepared for a big run?
Well, I appreciate you being kind. We don't know if we're really good yet, but
okay.
we've got it. We've had a good start to the year. We want to be really good. That's what our goal is. We still got some things to do to get there, but it has been a challenge. It has been a challenge to schedule. We have a small conference. This year our conference has 5 teams, so you're looking at 8 games in the conference, and then our conference actually let us out of 2 of those to just go find more competitive games for us and for the other teams. We thought that was beneficial, and we really appreciate the conference for letting us do that. We've run into a situation where there are not many teams that want to come to Loudonville and play us.
Yeah.
So thank goodness for the KMAC schools. Thank goodness for some of the Ohio Cardinal Conference schools that we've been able to get 2-year home and away deals with. But other than that, usually if we want to get a good non-league game, we're going to have to go on the road. And we're going on the road this year to some tough teams. But, you know, it's a lot easier when we know we have goals for the season. Like the girls said, we want to try to make a nice tournament run. And I think once you've enjoyed success, winning the league, maybe winning 20 games, getting a high seed in the tournament, you are kind of looking at that tournament success now. So we're not as worried about going on the road to play tough games, where maybe in the past you're kind of counting your wins and seeing how those things stack up. We just want to fill our schedule out with competitive games and go play whoever will play us.
You know, I do hold some bitterness against Loudonville. It's on the boys' side.
Yeah.
But when I was at high school, my junior year of high school, the Centerburg Trojans played Loudonville. We lost in quadruple overtime. You guys were very young. And the Loudonville Redbirds tipped the ball in the air and won the tip in overtime, in double overtime, in triple overtime, and quadruple overtime, and held the ball for 3 minutes and 50 seconds until they took one shot. If they missed it, we went to another overtime. If they made it, well, they made it in the 4th overtime. Let's just put it that way.
That is a wild story.
Yeah, it happened, and it was a fun time. But, you know, when you look at this year, Corey, and maybe when Coach is coming to you, and he knows it's kind of going to be a special year, and you're a catalyst of this team and everything, what are some of the things that maybe Coach mentioned to you in knowing that this could be a really special year for the Loudonville Redbirds?
Yeah, so we have a lot of talent on our team offensively, but like Sophia and Jenna were saying, and even Coach Bates said it, we have a lot of kids who wanted to work hard in the off season too. And so having that much talent on the offensive side is only going to work out for you and help you win games if we're playing defense. So we just have to get up and play defense, but that's kind of what I would say just regarding your question.
Jenna, what's his coach maybe mentioned about with you? And I know, you know, throughout the years, you know, different people have come in and out of the program and stuff, but this is a big year for you and for this group because there's a lot of expectations. What did Coach mention to you, maybe some of the things he wanted you to work on and some of the expectations for this year?
Sorry. Just move it closer. I think as a whole, our defense, that's always our main focus, like Coach said. And then, I don't know. I would say that's our main focus for this year is our defense. And then I just feel like offense will come to us. So.
Yeah. And then, Sophia, tell us a little bit about what Coach was maybe mentioning to you about for this upcoming season. Big expectations. I know you played a big role last year as well, and now get an opportunity this year. What were some of the expectations of some of the things he wanted you to understand with going into this year?
I think just like the biggest thing is really push tempo and just play as fast as we can. You know, we get a lot of points off of like pushing ahead and just running as fast as we can. And, you know, it's also defensively, like just playing as aggressive, as quick, you know, trying to get those steals and stuff like that. And then setting up plays when we can and playing half-court defense as best as we can too.
Well, I get emails here from you, and I have it up here on my phone. And you guys won your last game 78-12. You won last week 88-8 in one ball game. How do you balance it, Coach, in that, you know, you want to play in competitive close games too, but it doesn't hurt to be in a blowout, but it's going to be hard to balance all of that. The numbers are gaudy numbers. I mean, Corey had 29 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, and 11 steals in that last ball game. How do you balance that, you know, and saying, well, we got to get these girls some playing time, but at the same time, we can't stick them out there for fuller quarters in a game like that?
Well, it's funny because I think – ideally, everyone could get to play 4 quarters and play 32 minutes in a game. There's literally only 160 minutes in a game to split between everybody on your team. So in those kind of games, you have to balance getting the bench kids some minutes, but also keeping your starters in shape, working on things that you need to work on. And you know, frankly, we've just been trying to ignore the scoreboard this year and play as hard as we can. When you get into the second half of some of those games that are a running clock, it goes really fast.
Yeah.
You don't get to work on much. We're subbing, so we really want to come out every game and try to just pressure the ball, push tempo, share it on offense, and no matter what the score is, play as hard as we can.
Mm-hmm.
The girls have rarely heard our coaching staff talk about what the score is this year.
Yeah.
We're always talking about the next possession. On defense, let's get a stop. On offense, let's execute what we're running, and then just keep pushing it forward like that, one play at a time.
Yeah. Corey, to have that kind of a mindset, a one play at a time, despite the score, despite the situation, that's what this team needs to do, right, to be successful and to win a state championship, because that's ultimately the goal. You want to win a state championship. Tell us about how you can stay focused in those situations and still say, hey, this is still basketball. The clock is still running. How do you stay focused in games like that?
Yeah, it's definitely different than what we've had the past few years because although obviously you always want to play good defense, like we've been saying throughout this time, we're really hounding in on playing better defense this year. So like you're saying, it is still basketball. The clock's still running, but defense is such a huge part of basketball that we just haven't focused on as much in years past. So I think it's just as easy to focus on the game, I would say, because I mean, heck, you're still competing against the other team, but we're trying to do it more on a defensive side this year, knowing that our offense is going to come to us.
Jenna, kind of the same question for you and focusing and staying focused in games like this. And, I mean, you're going to be playing in closer games to go throughout the year as well. It's going to happen. So staying focused in games like this, how are you able to do that and focus on winning basketball while also working on your craft as well in the game?
Yeah, so definitely just ignoring the scoreboard, getting a stop every possession, and just playing really aggressive on defense, I'd say.
Yeah. Sophia, what's kind of the mindset for you on the court in those situations?
Like one big thing, like coaches have been telling us, like each quarter will go in, he's like score 0-0, you know, each quarter.
Sure.
So we're playing each quarter like as if the score is 0-0, trying to play as hard as we can defensively and offensively.
Yeah. Okay.
Tyler, the girls have sacrificed minutes. They've sacrificed shots because we've been in some of these blowouts. So I hope that they stay hungry, and when we get in some of these 4-quarter games, they really show everyone what they're capable of, because our top 7 really hasn't gotten to play 4 quarters yet this year. So
it's going to be tough. We're going to be talking more about the Loudonville Redbirds girls basketball team, who are 6-0, going to play at 6-1 South Central tomorrow night. We're going to be talking with the team here coming up. It's the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show from Roadhog Willys on Harcourt Road in Mount Vernon, WMBO.
Extreme Air LLC is your carrier HVAC dealer. With financing available and testimonials on the website, you can see why Extreme Air is exactly that, extreme. Servicing, installing, and repairing all makes and models to give you the heat and cool you deserve. Servicing good old Knox County and surrounding communities. Check them out online at extremeairllc.com. That's the letter X, DreamAirLLC.com, 740-403-1901, where service is not a business, it's a lifestyle. Everyone loves Road Hog Willy's. Where else can you enjoy the finest meats in their own signature line of barbecue sauces? This counter-style restaurant offers dine-in, takeout, and catering options. RoadHogWillysBBQ.com. Smoking the meat to mouth-watering perfection. That's Road Hog Willy's in Mount Vernon. 740-326-1408. Good.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Shank.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Page One Group in beautiful Mount Vernon has your best interest in mind when it comes to you and your printing needs. Whether it's printing, design, laser engraving, or sublimation, there isn't a texture we can't print on. Promotional products are how you keep people coming back. That's where we come in. Your business is our business. Page One Group, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Call 740-397-4240 and visit pageonegroup.net.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
All right, thanks for joining us. Don't forget, we're not here next week because nobody would show up on Christmas anyway. And we're not here New Year's either.
People don't want to cook.
Hey, you know what? But they're closed. So, but hey, we appreciate Road Hog Willys. It was great. You're just darn good barbecue, man.
I never complain about barbecue.
Oh, man.
Start the week off with some barbecue.
Oh, love it, man. You guys made the trip over here. You had a Hall of Fame ceremony this past week, and how cool is it doing something like that there at Loudonville?
It was a lot of fun. I think it's important for our current athletes to see, the successful people that came before them. Loudonville's had some outstanding athletes, coaches, contributors.
Yeah.
Just people that mean a lot to the community and in our athletic programs. So to be able to honor a good number of them this weekend was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Corey, I want to ask you a little bit about, you're going to Ashland. It's a good program. They win basketball games. They're going to like having you there. What made you choose Ashland? And was it a situation of wanting to stay a little bit closer and everything? And then, I mean, like I say, that's a darn good program at Ashland. So tell us a little bit about the college decision and moving on to the next level there.
So I chose going to Ashland pretty young, I would say, compared to most people's recruitment processes. I committed my sophomore year, but I knew that I wanted to go there ever since I was little. Our youth league plays all of their games over in Ashland, and then obviously Loudonville's only like 15 minutes away. Well, from where I live between Loudonville and Hayesville, so I'm 15 minutes from the college. So yeah, being close to home definitely plays a big part of it. And then my family is from the Ashland area, my grandparents and aunts and uncles, so I definitely want them to still be able to come and support because they come to a lot of our games now, and I know they really look forward to it. But Ashland itself, I think the college is great. The academics are great, but I think Coach Pickens and Coach Jay do a great job with their program, and I'm really excited to play for them. And I think that I can not only grow as a basketball player and my academics there, but also as a person, and that's really important to me.
All right, very cool. What are you studying?
I'm planning on doing middle grades education, but I'm very uncertain
She's
about
uncertain,
everything.
and you got time. Jenna, who wins in a one-on-one with your sister? I mean, it's tough. Oh, okay. Oh, Sophia's got her vote. Who wins in a one-on-one there? I mean, dun.
I'm good at pig. She's
Okay.
good at one-on-one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
We split.
Everybody's got their specialties there,
Yeah.
and that's fun and everything for you. Are you hoping to play at the next level? What's kind of your plan as you move forward?
I plan on going to cause school.
Okay.
So.
Very
yeah.
neat. All right. Very
Yeah.
cool. Sophia, are you a senior this year?
Yes.
Okay. You are. What's your plans as you move on and are you hoping to play at the next level? What's the hope as you move on?
Yep, playing in Tiffin.
At Tiffin.
College.
Okay.
Mhm.
I've been to Tiffin once.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a fun ride back, but yeah, it was like 2 hours for me, so I don't know. But no, that's a nice place, and that's one of our affiliate radio stations is up in Tiffin as well.
Really?
So if you want to listen to that, so what made you choose Tiffin? What was the reason there?
Well, I really, really like the campus. It reminded me a lot of actually like Mount Union, which is where my brother went,
Okay,
but it was
cool.
a little bit bigger than that, and I don't know. I really liked it. I liked the education for it too. I thought it was really important. And what was really cool is we actually had one of the Tiffin coaches coached a little bit on Coach Ty's AAU team, and he would come in and help. So I got to know him there, and he's a really nice guy. So that was really cool too.
Now listen, I already asked Tyler if he would coach my senior showcase team, so I could have all three of you on my team. And now I am 4-0. In the 2 years we've done this, okay? I've never lost, okay? So we're not looking to lose here, okay? It's a real thing.
It's a lot
real
of pressure.
deal here.
That's a lot of pressure.
I mean, listen, I told you, all I do is call the timeouts and get the tees. That's it. What has this senior group meant for this program and in this special year? It looks like it's going to be quite a special year for you guys. What's this senior group meant, Coach?
Yeah, they mean a lot. I mean, our next win will be 70 wins for the seniors. In their careers. You know, we want to get over that 80 mark this year and love to get to the 90 mark this year if God willing. But that just shows that they put in a lot of hard work. I mean, these girls are like family to me. I don't feel just like their basketball coach. I feel like a relative to them.
Yeah.
And, you know, they allow me to coach them hard. There's a lot of kids these days that don't want to be coached hard.
Mm-hmm.
They might get screamed at. There might be some long hours practicing, lifting, conditioning, scouting, but they trust me, and I can't ask for anything more as their coach. And I'm proud of them because no matter what they do in the future, they're going to be successful at it. They come from great families, and they've got all the traits that you would want in high school, you know, young women. They're hardworking, they're loyal, they're kind, and they're going to be really successful. So when the rest of your program gets to see that and how they buy in and how they're committed to not only themselves and being as good as they can be, but to something bigger than themselves.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Very
You
cool.
can't ask for better leaders than that.
Awesome. Well, good luck for the rest of the year, guys. Thank you so much for coming down. We may get you back down here again and have some fun. And you got a great group here, Coach. And thank you so much for coming down, especially when it's kind of crappy weather out there. But, hey, you know what? You made it anyway. A long trip for you guys. Appreciate Corey, Jenna, and Sophia also joining us here on the program. Loudonville Girls Hoops, South Central, tomorrow night, 6-1. They're pretty good. It's time for you guys to go out there and stay undefeated. All right?
Thanks
guys.
for having us. Thank you so
much.
much.
Appreciate it.
And once again, thanks to Bill, the owner here at Roadhog Willys. Thanks to John with an H behind the camera, Gary with 2 R's behind the camera. And we thank them for joining us here on the program. And you can watch this back. And again, we want to thank all of our great sponsors, Griffin Insurance, Knox County Veteran Services, Page One Group, Roadhog Willys, Real Pit Barbecue, and Extreme Air Heating and Cooling. Thanks for joining us. We're back on January the 8th for the show, so join us then. Have yourself a wonderful Monday evening. I'm Tyler Mathias.